Hey guys, it's Loves to Loom here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this really cool Jack-in-the-Box bracelet created by Loomy Mama on Instagram. She's a very talented loomer and has a lot of really cool designs out there, so if you're not following her, you definitely want to check her out. And I will have her information in the box below for you. This Jack-in-the-Box bracelet is a variation of her helicoid bracelet, which is also on my channel. So it does take about, I want to say like 115 bands or so, depending on your wrist size. So without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and get started. To make this bracelet, you will want to have either 2 hooks or a double-ended hook works really good. Either one is fine though, and you'll need 1 C-clip. I'm going to use my limited edition bands. I feel like they work the best, and we're going to make a cat band. Now we're going to grab 2 more bands. I'm going to stick with the same color. And we're going to pull that through the cat band and then reattach. Like so. So now we're going to add on sets of 3 to each side here. So we're going to place our first band on. You're going to pull that through the first 2 bands. And we're going to pick up the band that is furthest to the outside. And you're going to place that back on your hook. And then reattach the one you pulled through. Going to do that again. Pulling it through the first 2 bands. Picking up the one furthest to the left. Putting it back on your hook and reattaching. We have to do that one more time. Going through the first 2 again. Picking up the outside band, putting it back on, and reattach. So it should look like that now. So now we need to slide it down, or if you have 2 hooks, you need to transfer it. And now we're going to do the same thing to this side. Place your band on, pull it through the first 2, pick up that left band and reattach it. Pull it through the first 2 again. Reattach that farther band out to the left and then reattach that one. And we're going to do that one last time. So it should look like this right now. So now we need to figure out whatever color band you want on the inside of your bracelet. I used black on this one. So you want to have 2 of those ready. I'm going to use, I think it's called, I don't know, but it looks gold to me. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove the first 2 bands here. And I'm going to let go of the one that is closest to the inside. I'm just going to let that go because it's caught on that band. It's not going anywhere. We're going to pick up this gold and put it on our hook. I like to grab it with my middle finger and stick my finger down in both of those bands to secure it. So now I can use these 2 fingers, and we're going to slide everything onto this band except for these 2 over here. So for the first one, it is a little tight, so just be careful. Slide all those over. And we're going to reattach only the gold, like that. So don't reattach the one you're holding yet. So now we need to add on another one. And we're going to slide it through just these 2 golds that's on our hook. Like so. Now we can reattach the gold and the green. Actually, don't reattach the green yet, sorry. So now that we have the gold on there, we need to pick up the 2 bands that are right here. So keep them in the order they're in, put them back on your hook, and then reattach the outside one. So it should look like that on the left side right now. So we're not going to do anything to the right side right now. We're just going to work on this left side. So I'm going to do green for my whole bracelet. So now we're going to start that pattern again of adding 3. So we're going to place a band on. This is going to go through these 3 bands plus that gold one. So we're going to place our first one on, and we're going to pull this through the first 3 bands, keeping them in the order they are in. And you're going to pick up that band furthest to the left, like so. Adding on our second band, we're going to go back to what we were doing before. We're just going to pick up the first 2, replace the band furthest to the left, reattach, and this is the last time. This is a 3rd band, picking up the first 2, reattaching the band furthest to the left, and reattaching that one. So it should look like that right now. So now we have to slide it down or transfer it so we can work on this side. So before we do anything on this side, we have to pick up that band that is right there. So I'm going to grab these 2 and remove them, keeping them in the order they're in. I'm going to pick up that band right there and then reattach the ones I'm holding. So it should look like that. And now we can go ahead and pull through our first band. So it's going to go through the first 3, just like we did on the other side, keeping them in their order. Pick up that band furthest to the left. So it should look like that now. So we have to add 2 more bands on. This is going to go through the first 2. Pick that one up and put it back on. And we're going to do that one more time. So this is what it should look like now. So get your 2 golds again ready, or your inner band. We're going to remove these 2 bands. I'm going to let go of the inner one, and I'm going to attach my gold to my hook, and I'm going to secure those 2 with my finger. You may have your own way of doing it, but that's easiest for me. And now we're going to slide everything over except the last 2. And the first one's always a little bit tight. So just slide everything down except for the very last 2. We're going to pick up only that gold band and place it back on our hook like so. Don't let go of that one. Get your second gold band, place it on your hook, and you're just going to pull that through the 2 gold that's on here like so. Reattach the gold so it's like that. And now we have to pick up these 2 bands that are sitting on that band I'm holding. So pick those up, keeping them in order like that, and then reattach. And you can always fix these little bands later if they're crooked or what have you. So that's what the left side should look like. You have the 3 greens. We'll work on the right when we come back to that side. So we're going to do that all over again. So we're going to pick up the first 3 bands, keep them in their order, and pick up the band furthest to the left and place it back on your hook and reattach. We have to do that two more times, but this time we're only going through the first 2 and then reattaching the outside one. And one more time, going through the first 2. Whoops. goodness. And pick up that outside one. Now we have to slide it down so we can work on the right side. So just push it down or transfer it. Now before we start adding bands on, we have to remove these 2 bands and pick up that band right there. Put it back on and now reattach these 2, keeping them in their order. Now we can start adding our 3 bands to this side. This is the first one is going to go through the first 3. Keeping them in their order. Pick up that one furthest to the left and then reattach. Do that again. Go through the first 2 this time. You have to do that one more time. So you may need to just kind of stretch it out and get things properly fixed, but as it grows out, it's all gonna fall into place. So we need to add our middles on again. So we're gonna take off these outside 2 bands. I'm gonna let go of the inner one. Place my gold on, pick that band back up and secure it. And pull everything over except for the last 2 bands. Place the gold on your hook. Hold on to that green one still. Add on another gold or center color. And now pull that through the 2 gold. Reattach the gold, and now we have to pick up those 2 greens and then reattach like so. Now from that point you would just continue, you know, with the next pattern. I'm not going to make a whole bracelet. I just wanted to show you enough to be able to make it. So if you are wanting to close it up, you would be at this point right here where you have the 3 bands on this side. So what you would have to do if you're at, you know, if you have the full length of your bracelet, you would be at this point, you would want to slide it down. And of course you can pause the video and finish your design and then come back and watch this part. So we would have to then come onto this side and we take off these 2 bands and pick up that 3rd one so that it matches the right side. So you would be like this. And then what I did is I grabbed 1 band and I pulled it through all 3 of these plus the gold. Like that. And then I did the same to the other side. Pull it through all of those and reattach. And then you can pull 1 band through all of those. Which is where you would attach your C-clip. And then you can go around and just make sure your bands are laying properly. As it starts to grow, the sides are going to start widening out. As you can see, they're starting to already. And then when your bracelet's long enough, you can kind of go like that. And it really gives it that nice boxy look. So hopefully you guys like this design. I'm going to bring back my longer version here. What I meant was just kind of going like that and stretching it. So this is the Jack in the Box bracelet created by the very talented Lumi Mama on Instagram. If you do like this design, please hit the like button below and tag Lumi Mama as well as Loves to Loom if you do make this on Instagram. So I appreciate you taking the time to watch another tutorial, and I'll see you all at my next video. Thanks guys, bye!